Hey guys, here for another Marc's Q&A video. How you guys are doing? How you guys enjoying your summer or not? I am basically almost in vacation mode there. That's why I haven't been uploading too many videos to my channel, so forgive me for that. Hope you guys are enjoying your vacations as well. So let's go ahead and start with my first question. My first question comes from Sharat Daniel. He asked me, you used Nexus, HTC, Samsung devices. When will you buy a Sony device? What do you think about Xperia Z2? Now that's a very good question because I do like Sony products. I've had Sony TVs, home theaters, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita, and Sony cameras, but I never owned a Sony smartphone before. The problem is when phones are released in Europe, or when they announce a phone, the phone tend to be released here in the United States lots and lots of months later, almost 6 or 8 months later, just like it happened with the Z1 when it came to the United States. It was the Z1S, and it was only exclusive for T-Mobile. Now, it was a better version of the Z1, but it came out like almost 8 or 10 months later after it was announced for the first time. Same thing is happening with the Z2. It's an awesome looking phone. It has a better screen than the Z1. It's a 5.2 inch screen. It's a beautiful slick device. I like the way that it has the button, the power button in the size. It looks very cool. And I know if I get that phone, I might love it, you know. But the problem is that Sony does not release the phone here in the market. By the time that phone comes here to the market, the Galaxy Note 4 is gonna come out. The LG G3 is gonna come out. There's a lot of phones that will come out before the Sony Z2 comes out, and that phone was announced long time ago. So yeah, that's the only reason why I don't have a Sony smartphone right now. My next question comes from Dante Willis. He asked, Galaxy Note 4 wishes and wants. And do you think that it will just be a S5 clone or something in its own class? Now, there's been a lot of great leaks going on in the internet of the Galaxy Note 4, the successor of the Galaxy Note 3, which is one of my favorite smartphone of the year. I love this Galaxy Note 3. I can't stop using it. I just love it. And of course, I am very excited for the Galaxy Note 4. I can't wait for it. But there's been a lot of great rumors as well that comes with that. For example, there's rumor that it's still going to be a 5.7 inch screen, just like the Galaxy Note 3. It's going to have a 2K screen, a quad HD screen, 2560 by 1440, just like the LG G3 that's still not released yet. There's rumor that of course is going to have a 3 gigabytes of RAM. It's going to have a 32 gigabytes of internal memory, which is awesome. I think honestly, this time and age, I think no smartphone should come below 32 gigabytes because every other company is doing their own thing using with their skins. They're putting bloatware on their smartphone, and when you put a 16 gigabyte phone, at the end of the day, you just get around 10 or less gigabytes of internal memory. So I'm glad that the 32 gigabytes seems to stay there. Is it gonna look like the Galaxy S5? Sadly, maybe it will. Most likely it's going to have the rear dimple look as the Galaxy S5, which I am not a big fan of. But I think they will because they just announced the Galaxy Tab S tablets, which are amazing, beautiful tablets. And guess what? The rear has the dimple looking feature of the Galaxy S5. So I think that the Galaxy Note 4 is going to have the same rear looking of the S5. Sadly, I wish they didn't. I wish the Galaxy Note 4 had brought its own design. I really wished it was very thin, just like the Galaxy S tablets. They are amazingly thin. But yeah, there's a lot of great rumors of it. Am I excited? Yes, I am. Am I gonna get it? Most likely. And I just hope, you know, it's totally true. Of course, there's gonna be 2 versions, just like always. One for Europe, one for United States. There's gonna be an octa-core that's always released in Europe and Korea, and of course the one we're getting is the Snapdragon. The rumor is that's also gonna be an 805, which is very powerful chip, and it's also gonna be having a bigger GPU. I think it's a 420 something like that GPU, which is awesome as well. So I am very excited. I can't say nothing more. Because everything in the internet is just rumors, but a lot of them are being even confirmed from Samsung people, which is kind of awesome. But I hope they actually throw a curve at us and actually release a phone that is totally different, but with great specs. And of course, you can't leave the S Pen out. My next question comes from Wayne Brian Ridgway. What game console do you prefer, Xbox One or PlayStation 4? Well, like you guys know, I already purchased an Xbox One very recently. I played a couple games there so far, like Forza 5, Plants vs. Zombie, Garden Warfare. Peggle 2 is an awesome, very addicting game. But I also have the PlayStation 4 that, one thing that I truly love about the PlayStation 4 that I use a lot is the remote play feature. I could play my PlayStation 4 anywhere in the house, and even if I'm not home, I can still play on my PlayStation 4 using my PlayStation Vita. So, and the franchises, I tend to like the franchises from Sony a lot more. I also, multi-platform games, I said it before and I say it again, they're all going to be played on the PlayStation 4. So I have to say that my favorite console is the PlayStation 4. Okay guys, that's it for the questions. I didn't get too many questions around this time. If you guys want to see more questions, you just gotta ask more questions. But the topic of this video is gonna be what's my favorite game for the second half of 2014. E3 already is done with almost more than a week ago, and I truly loved a lot of those announcements there and a lot of great games coming out. But in this video, I want to mention to you my top 5 games that I expect to play by the time that 2014 ends. These are games that are confirmed to come out on 2014. So let's go ahead and get started. My number 5 pick that I want to play before 2014 is over is Destiny. Destiny is being created by Bungie. They are the creators of Halo franchises on Xbox 360. They are coming out with the game on September 9th. It's coming out for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and if I'm not mistaken, it's also coming out for last gen devices as well. This game looks very good, and the great thing is it's a huge game, which I think it's also gonna have like a story mode that's gonna be live, and you will be able to, if I'm not mistaken, you're gonna be able to play through missions with some friends as well, or people that you just encounter online, which is very good. This game is very expensive, supposedly. So Destiny or Bungie spend millions and millions of dollars in this game. I think I heard, if I'm not mistaken, I think I heard it was about $500 million, which is insane amount for a game that's totally new. But of course, it's coming from Bungie, which that's the great thing they have for them. They are very responsible for the Halo franchises, and you know, they already released a beta on PlayStation 4. A lot of people have been playing it. A lot of people have been loving it. They only, of course, you can also only play the online features of the game. But if the game will have like a story mode as well, which I hope it actually does, because I am a type of guy that like story driven games. I like playing the story modes a lot better than multiplayer. But you know, this is definitely one of the games that looks very good, and it promises to be very great. Number 4 pick is Alien Isolation. This game is coming from Sega. This game is coming out for next gen consoles, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. It's coming out on October 7, and I gotta say, this game just looks very beautiful. This game is a very survival horror game, and it's gonna be a game like, for example, Outlast, that you have to be very careful with the things that you pick and all your inventory. You can't just go guns blazing and start trying to shoot aliens and people that appear on the game. It's gonna be one of those games that you have to use strategy and be very careful, be very alert, and it's gonna be very challenging. But I like the atmosphere. It looks very beautiful, and the scares. I like horror games, and so far for me, the favorite horror game that it looks to me that's coming out this year is Alien Isolation. My number 3 pick is Little Big Planet 3. This is a Sony exclusive game. It's coming out in November. I love Little Big Planet games. I've been playing Little Big Planet 1, 2, the one that came out for the PlayStation Vita. Honestly, for me, that's one of the best versions of every single one of them. But this one is coming out just for the PlayStation 4, which kind of sucks. I really did hope that it was coming out for the PlayStation Vita. I don't get it why Sony doesn't release a version of this for the PlayStation Vita. It would have been very nice. This was a surprise when it was announced at the Sony press conference. Nobody was actually expecting a Little Big Planet game being announced. This time around, it will include 3 different characters. One is called Swoop, which is a bird sack kind of bird, and there's another one called Oddsock, which is a dog, and another one called Toggle, which is a fat little character that is big, and it also converts very small to do other missions. This game looks beautiful, and if it's anything like the prior Little Big Planet games, it should not disappoint anybody who likes Little Big Planet. And like myself, I am very waiting to play this game. My number 2 pick is Far Cry 4. This is a first-person shooter that's coming out for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. This game is coming out on November 18th. Of course, this game is being brought by Ubisoft. This game looks very beautiful. I liked everything that I've seen so far from this game, and from all the first-person shooter games that are coming out this year, this is by far my favorite one. Also, if you are a PlayStation 4 user, this game will actually have a feature that you can invite your friends to play the game, and they don't even need to have the game, which is kind of insane. That's a feature that I don't think any other company has ever tried to do that before. Well, Ubisoft with PlayStation 4 is making it happen this year. How is it gonna work? I don't know if it's gonna be very good or not, but the simple fact that they're gonna try that, I don't know, it's very promising, and it sounds very good. I did miss Far Cry 3. That's one game that I wish that they actually release on next gen consoles, like revamped or upgraded graphics, and for current gens. That would be awesome, because I would play it very badly. But yes, my number 2 pick is Far Cry 4. My number 1 pick is Sunset Overdrive. This game is coming out for Xbox One exclusively on October the 28th. Now, this game is being made by Insomniac. Insomniac, they used to make games for PlayStation only, like Ratchet and Clank, Resistant, the series. They used to create those games. Those games are awesome games and awesome franchises that I really enjoyed on the Sony consoles. This time around, this Sunset Overdrive game is coming out for Xbox One, and it looks beautiful. I like the trailer that they showed right before the gameplay. It was very awesome and very funny. After that, they showed the gameplay. Very beautiful gameplay. I like how fluid everything seems to look. Open world game. You're gonna be fighting different enemies. You're gonna have crazy looking weapons. And knowing Insomniac, they can actually make crazy weapons that actually look very cool. Brings a lot of good things to the games. This game, for me, it looks just beautiful. It looks just beautiful, and I can't wait to play this game. So yes, Sunset Overdrive is my number 1 game I want to play on 2014. And that's it. Those are my top 5 games I want to play in the second half of this year. But that's not it. That's not all. There's a lot more games coming out this year. Like, for example, honorable mentions: Forza Horizon 2, Drive Club, Halo the Master Chief Collection. Evolve is another good game that looks to be very good, from the creators of Left 4 Dead. Another great game, Assassin's Creed Unity. That's another great game that's coming out this year. That was going to make my number 5 pick, but the problem is that I've been getting tired of Assassin's Creed coming out every single year. I'm getting tired of that. But yeah, those are great games coming out for the PlayStation Vita. There wasn't too many great games announced. Freedom Wars is a game that's being very anticipated in Japan. Here in the United States, it still looks good. I still think there's gonna be a lot of people here in the United States that are gonna be waiting for that game, including myself. But I don't really know too much about that game. If it's an RPG, I'm not gonna play it. That's the way I am. I don't like RPG games. But there wasn't any special announcement for the PlayStation Vita besides all the indie games that are coming out in this year. But thank you guys for watching my video. Let me know what are your favorite 5 games of 2014, not the games that are coming out on 2015 like Uncharted 4, which I really think it's not coming out 2015. I think that game is coming out in 2016. But tell me, which game do you want to play before this year ends? So guys, thanks for watching. Leave some more questions, that way I can make a bit more questions on my next video. And keep in mind, I'm in almost vacation mode, so that's why I'm a little bit slow uploading videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time, guys.